nausea, vomiting and headaches. You're listening to The Bug, the Resistance comedy show brought to you by the Buccaneer Network. I'm Andy, joining me, as always, Alice.
I'm excited to be here. Apparently, the Resistance is not going well.
Again? Well, there has been some news about DedSec, the Resistance and/or terrorist organisation, delete according to preference. Not preference, sorry, delete according to whether or not you work for the government, SIRS, Bloom, the Kellys, or Albion. According to a SIRS official, DedSec is no longer a threat, which I guess is true in that it was never a threat in the first place. Reminds me of when my great aunt Gladys had her appendix out. Oh, Andy, that surgeon's a real threat, waggling that knife at me, trying to knock me out. They call a scalpel and an anaesthetic, Gladys. Anyway, if SIRS officials say DedSec is dead and buried, I guess we have to assume that DedSec's never been stronger. But I do worry, Alice. I mean, sometimes I think, is there any hope? Do you still have hope?
I don't think I'm allowed to have hope. We're living in the self-selected, algorithmically designated information equivalent of a propaganda state, and every resistance...
Just about there. You're in. Let's find the thing.
I feel like hope is an expensive thing to buy.
Come right in.
Place your bets, fight lovers. Here they come. Purveyors of violence and mayhem. They're poised, they're ready, they're wild and unsteady. Get on your feet.
Hey, man's gonna drop you like your mum drop her pants, you know.
Oh, now that's what I'm talking about. Solid strike from a solid fighter. Almost knocked their teeth right out. They're getting more in there. Oh, I can taste the tension in here.
Oh, come on, man.
Fighters are ready, are you? Well, you'd better be. Bets are closed and we're ready to roll. Oh, they're gonna feel that hit in the morning if they wake up. Just like a proper live highlight reel. Well, that's what happens when you're shit. We're back at it again, folks. The only game in town worth your time. Society's crumbling, institutions fumbling. Come and see
Hope you don't mind losing any.
Take it out on each other. Whoa, that hit looked like it fucking hurt. Did you all see that monster hit on the screen? Fucking hell. Let's get some hype in the crowd. Folks, he's big, he's tough, he's a violent force to be reckoned with. Give it up, people.
I am done with you.
Oh shit! Could that be the win right now? Now that's entertainment. One massive blow to our fighter.
Why don't you just leave me alone?
A solid hit! That's the shit we like to see. Am I right, people, or what? Oh, yes! Knockdown! That was a lovely knockdown. Hope you didn't bet on the wrong fighter. That's how it goes in BKL. Expect the unexpected.
Pointless things like watching sport, thinking about sport,
Not letting
thinking
this
about
one
watching
get
sport,
away.
learning French and hoping for a better
We're
future.
done
All
here.
completely
Fucker's
pointless.
gone.
But yeah, I've done them, so we might as well carry on. Is there a light at the end of the tunnel? Yes, I think there is. Unfortunately, what is that light? Is it an oncoming train? Well, no, it couldn't be. Obviously, that train would be late or cancelled. Is the light at the end of the tunnel a burning effigy of the concept of hope? Quite possibly. Is it the soul of Sky Larson imploding into its own vacuum? May well be. Is it the ego of Nigel Cash that is now so big that it's sucked all the light in the universe into itself? I think that is most likely. Is that perhaps? We'll never give up, Bug fans. This resistance will never die. And one day, we will again be free. Free from these technological chains, free to choose our own futures, free to live our own lives, free to waste our time watching people die. We are all in favour of strong, powerful women. And in many ways, Sky is the ultimate feminist icon, proving that women can do just as abominably awful things to this planet as men. I mean, overall, Alice, I think we're still ahead as men, but you lot are catching up. Fair play. Fair play. You are listening to The Bug. From The Buccaneer, this is The Bug. Hello, Resistors, it's Bug time. Are you all sitting comfortably? No? Good. That's as it should be. This is The Bug. I'm Andy, and joining me to analyse the latest blowflies to emerge from the corpse of a once free Britain, it's Alice.
Hello, Andy.
And today, we're going to talk to you about Albion, your friends of mine. Alice, the government has extended Albion's contract and have also boasted that violent crime has plummeted to a record low. Now, extending Albion's contract, to me, that's like having a pet dog, let's call it Nigel for example, that attacks you every single day and thinking to yourself, wouldn't it be nice if Nigel had puppies?
That contract has been extended so many times. It's like the neck of a politician that's criticised the government.
I'm not sure entirely how the contract extension negotiated.
Fire theatre package.
Getting close. You're in. Let's find the thing.
On the street? Are you here live to feel the heat, the sweat, the blood? Wherever you are, this is the most exciting thing
You
you'll
should lie
see
down,
all
now.
day. An unbelievable blow! Don't know how anyone will come back from that. Fucking hell! Seriously, no one will be able to get up from that. I want to hear that energy, folks. I want to hear the love and the hate. Get hype.
Come on and try it, arsehole.
Into the limelight. Take a look at those faces. Place your bets and strap the fucking. Fucking whoa! Oh my God! I want to hear that energy, folks. I want to hear the love and the hate. Get hype. The
Go on,
fighters step
if
into
you've got the
limelight.
guts.
Take a look at those faces. Place your bets and strap the fucking. Oh my God! What absolutely disgusting! Oh shit! What an absolutely disgusting blow! They're bold, they're cunning, they're feeling no pain. Don't let your guard down around these two. Buckle in for this show. It's gonna be absolutely fucking bonkers.
You think you're some kind of big deal?
No one will cry over your grave.
Oh, shit! And that's a solid blow there. And that's a hit! One for the record books! Oh my God! What absolutely disgusting!
Wow, okay. Well, they would be waking up, I
Now
guess.
that's entertainment! And one massive blow to our fighter! And that's a hit! One for the record books! No, that wasn't your stream bugging out. Our reigning champ really was defeated! Meet the new me!
Can I help you?
Wicked.
Government panics and thinks, well, we better get them signed up before it's too late. But still, violent crime, a record low, although I imagine that probably depends exactly how you count it. If you include violent crime committed by the state, either themselves or via Albion, their chosen violent crime contractors who provide such a very valuable bargain service of beating people up, well, it's probably not quite as low as the figures suggest.
I don't know. I think they're probably right. Who has the opportunity to commit violent crime these days anyway? The moment you pick up a fruit knife, you get tasered by a robot policeman and deported for looking Bulgarian. It's a much more peaceful society. It's just much less of a society.
I want to know the details of the contracts, Alice. I mean, are they paid per dissident duffed up? Is it a set rate for each extrajudicial state mugging? What is that rate? What do you think?
They certainly look like they're trying to hit a quota of some kind.
What is the set rate? Is it 99.95 cryptos bargain? Seems very reasonable indeed. I imagine they don't ask too much anyway, Albion, because it's just so nice to get paid for doing your hobby anyway, isn't it? I imagine it doesn't even feel like work.
I mean, who needs violent crime anymore anyway? You know, you can just starve to death without even starting a gang war.
We do have to ask exactly what does the Prime Minister make of all this. Let's ask him. Oh, I hope they pick up.
I guess.
Oh, is the Prime Minister there, please? Let me just check. Sorry, you've missed him. I'm afraid he's popped out for the decade. Oh, never mind. Is there anyone else I can talk to? Yes, of course. There's a shady cabal of vested interests who control him and prop him up in power. Great, I'll have a chat with them then.
Oh, Andy, remember when you could get away with prank calls without people coming around to your house to do things?
I think we've basically just become a homeopathic Britain. Diluted and diluted until there's barely a trace of the original Britain left. But some quackish lunatics insist it actually works better that way. It's total bullshit. Is there anything left? New on the bug this week, a new feature. The Bug Off feature. The person who was most irritating us in Britain this week, we're going to tell to bug off, and to get things going, I'm going to nominate Big Nigel. Nigel Cass. Look, this is Britain. History tells us this place is a bastion of freedom. I'm just not sure that that kind of freedom should involve Big Nigel expressing his freedom to run a private army. I guess, historically, there is a precedent, the East India Company. That was a trading house with an army of 250,000 soldiers, which is a lot for a company. The Bug PLC has Alice with a water pistol. But crucially, compared with Albion, the East India Company didn't operate its $250,000 army in London. It did it a long way away, out of sight, out of mind. Anyone to nominate for the bug off, Alice?
I think today's bug off for me goes to my streaming service. I'm sick of being recommended things based on things I already like. The other day it recommended me to watch a reality TV competitive dating show set in a nude commune. Andy, I watched it and I liked it, and I do not want to be the kind of person who enjoys nude competitive reality television dating shows. I did not want to know that about myself. I have to go sit in the corner and cry.
That's it from the bug. Don't forget the live show that is so secret it is definitely not happening at the usual time and place this month. Definitely not. And definitely do not tell anyone not to come to it. It's definitely not happening. Usual time and place. Bye-bye.
All right. I'm all in. What have you got? Read 'em and weep. 5 aces.
You wouldn't let people cheat at cards, so why let them cheat at life? People who are here illegally are cheating the system, and we don't think that's fair. Let's make Britain a fair place to live again. See it, say it, and we'll take care of the rest. SIRS, we're here to listen to you.
This is London Calling. You're here with me.
All right, you're here. Let's find the thing.
In today's world, we all have
Just about there.
Looking for some action? Again, folks, the only game in town worth your time. Society's crumbling, institutions fumbling. Come and see a couple of fighters take it out on each other.
This is gonna hurt you more than me.
Just like a proper live highlight reel. And then down! Did you see all that on the live stream? Oh, I can taste the tension in here. Our fighters are ready, are you? Well,
This'll be a laugh.
better be. Bets are closed and we're ready to roll. Don't know how anyone will come back from that. A solid hit! That's the shit we like to see. Am I right, people, or what? Did you all see that monster hit on the stream? Fucking hell! Place your bets, fight lovers. Here they come. Purveyors of violence and mayhem.
Yawn.
They're poised, they're ready, they're wild and unsteady. Get on your feet and let them in. They're getting murdered in there. Oh, that hit looked like it fucking hurt. Oh, yes, knockdown. That was a lovely knockdown. Thought you'd seen it all? Well, think again. Two fighters that will never fail to blow us all fall out of the water. They say 2 heads are better than 1. Well, how about 4 fists?
Big mistake.
Oi, come here and show me what you got. Now that's what I'm talking about. Solid strike from a solid fighter.
Hope you're ready to bleed.
Almost not their teeth fighter.
For your donation.
Oi, come here and show me what you
Could
got.
that be the win right now? Oh, shit! And that's a solid blow there.
This will be a nice, easy warm-up. Hope you're ready to bleed.
Both of our fighters are tired, trying to conserve energy.
This will be a nice, easy warm-up.
Oh, they're gonna feel that itch in the morning if they wake up.
You've proven you have the best blood, muscles, and glands by using them to pummel the other weaker blood, muscles, and glands. You're making me wish I had a strong, stinking fight body.
That's all I could watch. Don't know how you start.
You're not stupid. Don't you find it predictable?
Now I'm really cheesed off.
Ecstatic characters in here, but of course one of them will die in the inevitable accident. Oh, yes.
Yep.
How much power do you use in your house? And how much water do you use in your house? In pre-crisis Britain, we got really used to all of our services being free. Everything suddenly became free that was digital. But what people forgot is that if you're not paying for it, then you're the product being sold.
If technology brings out the worst in capitalism, capitalism brings out the worst in technology. Senior academic Alfie tells us how big business.
Historically, what's happened, of course, is that people have traded their privacy for their convenience as smartphones and other kinds of technology came in and became mass-consumed, mass-used items and technological objects. Gradually, people were so attracted to the affordances of these technologies that privacy kind of retreated into the background and into a state we've got now where it's essentially gone. Having this access to this data makes huge tech companies like Bloom so much more powerful than they would be otherwise, and not just in the obvious ways. Of course, there's a lot of worry and fear over what they can do with the data. They can track anyone, find anyone, see what every individual is doing at any point in time. But I think there's even deeper reasons why this data empowers these huge companies to control our society and make us do things. So lots of predictive technologies which are implemented by these tech giants. It's not only interested in knowing what we're going to do, but influencing the patterns of our movement. So technologies might suggest routes to use in the city, places to go, restaurants to go to, cafes to go to, music to listen to. And these suggestions are not just predicting what we might like to do, they're actually influencing the way citizens move, think, eat, meet, and use their city as a space. So London has become a place where a small group of surveillance capitalist companies like Bloom can control the movements of individuals and orchestrate the way they move around their city and the way they essentially live, the things they do, the things they enjoy, and the life they lead. So we're really kind of outsourcing our decision making, I would say, to a huge corporate capitalist company, and there's something very, very scary about that indeed. All these technologies can be used to not only influence us to act as the perfect consumer, but also to prevent us from doing radical and revolutionary things. So technologies in foreign nations that have been used are things like heat map features which show where populations are gathering. In-game rewards can be offered to people to take different routes, things like that. Traffic data can be manipulated to prevent people gathering and protesting, as has happened in some of the authoritarian regimes across the world recently. So what we're looking at is not only a set of technologies which make people behave as ideal consumers, but ones which actually can be put to use.
This is Kennington Park. Local news reports indicate it's been occupied by a group of violent xenophobes calling themselves the English Patriotic Action Front.
Hear that? We got a creeper.
One interesting email on here. It seems the EPAF answers to someone calling themselves Kingfisher, who is pushing them to attack immigrants.
Isn't that interesting? What else have you got?
The laptop's GPS indicates a location where Kingfisher regularly meets with at least one EPAF member. I doubt they go there to swap football stickers or pick each other's hooves.
I wager we'll find what we're looking for there.
Pushing the location now.
for helping us with that. Another option, extend the White Cliffs of Dover. They've been resting on their laurels for too long. Very inefficient, it turns out, as a means of stopping immigration. We need to extend them by about another 11,000 miles, a full wrap around Great Britain, and they could do with being about 1.5 kilometres higher as well, with a special greasy coating to stop people clambering over the top or however they get in. Here's a quick joke for you, Alice, about immigration. Did you hear the one about the woman who went into the immigration processing centre and was ever seen again?
No, Andy, I didn't hear that one.
Set up, punchline. For those of you unfamiliar with it, the immigration processing centre is, of course, where so many of our guests to Britain go for a longer than desirable game of involuntary hide and seek. You are listening to The Bar. I will conclude by saying that of all the things wrong with Britain today, I think immigration is right up there, Alice. When you think of all the health professions we've stolen from overseas over the years here in Britain, it's quite possible that all these people are just coming here to try to get an appointment with their local doctor.
Yes, Andy, certainly as someone who came from the expanded arm of the empire when Britain was still reaching out rather than folding in on itself, most of us just come here to visit our stuff in the museums.
It's the British way.
Speaking of international movement, Britain has recalled all European ambassadors after a spy scandal. I think this is probably a good thing, because British foreign politicians are always putting their foot in their mouths. How much worse can they do if they're not there? I mean, by definition, the fact that there's a spy scandal means that they were terrible spies. The point of spies is that there's never a spy scandal.
Yeah, but let's give credit to all the spies that haven't been in scandals, therefore might as well not exist.
Well, they've arrested those German spies in that SIRS crackdown on the illegals in Hackney, and I think that's a sad thing. I think I used to think of Germans as quite scary, but that was because I've been watching World War II movies where the Germans all have English accents. They speak in that very, precise way. It's very, we have ways of making you talk. And now Germans all have that American accent, where it's all like, welcome to the party, we're having a really nice time. They're much friendlier Germans. Let them stay.
Well, that's all today, folksters. Remember, it's not as bad as it seems. Honestly. I hope. Until next time. Bye-bye.
Welcome back to The Upload. Today we're talking about cryptocurrency. Crypto now seems like it's been around forever, but it's really quite a new invention. Were you an early adopter?
I was one of the first in this market. There seemed to be a new way.
You can do it the easy way, or you can get put down. Your choice. Oh! It hurts! It hurts! Dipshit. Piss off.
Well, that's dealt with.
Suspects reported in your area, potentially armed and hostile. All units, we are after the suspect. Where did they go? Shit!
Count
counterculture mold.
Yeah, it's kind of weird today to think of people not using cryptocurrency.
No
It's
visual
so
of target.
mainstream now.
Ending
You
pursuit.
know, I'm
Over.
almost nostalgic for the feel of cash. Good old-fashioned paper and coins. First they changed the paper notes to plastic notes, and now it's just all digital. There's nothing to hold on to.
It was great just to be able to have a little bit of money to carry around with you.
I think the turning point in the UK really came a few years ago when the pound dropped 10% over just one season. People living off grid started using crypto, and just as everyone was losing faith in the pound, they were gaining it in cryptocurrency, which turned out to be much more stable, kind of the opposite to what people thought in the beginning.
And then, of course, there was the recession. It didn't take long for startups to see an opportunity in this new way of doing finance. A lot of traditional money was converted to crypto, and it really shook up the financial sector.
Can you remember when they first introduced crypto cash points?
That was really sneaky. It was a classic startup behavior. They just installed them everywhere. No consultation with the government, no approval or anything. But people immediately started to...
Well, it kind of reminded me of how Balloon could actually...
Optic. They just made it free and flooded the streets with these devices. Suddenly everyone had them.
If there's this great option of tech, people are just going to start using it, no matter the cost.
Parliament actually tried to put a stop to the cash points, but people were using them so much already.
It was outrage. I mean, some parts of London were already using crypto as their funding.
Flying metal squids.
This is where an EPAF organizer had his regular meetings with Kingfisher, who seems to be pulling the EPAF's strings.
Hold on.
God. Horrible yet fascinating. Hold it!
Why do we have to meet in a police station? Makes me feel edgy.
It's good cover. If anyone sees you, they'll assume the old Bill picked you up.
Just weird to be sitting here without the old bracelets is all. So what have you got for us?
Names. It's a list of people in this neighborhood that Filament tells us will be prone to violence if provoked.
You want us to start some fights?
The bloodier the better. We want some nice, scary ultra-violence for Gran and Grandad on the evening news. Is that a problem?
How do we know this won't come back on me and mine?
Sirs wants the same thing you want. Everyone out of the Oval and the immigrant crisis resolved. You'd be doing a public service.
Ha! A public servant. Who'd have thought, eh?
Multiple files added to the data drive. And would you look at that? Kingfisher is an SIRS officer, so they're the ones funding the EPAF.
Sirs again? My God, what aren't they into?
It's all here in the audio file, or you could just ask Kingfisher himself. The Met are lending him an office in this very police station.
Say again? Why?
Maybe it cuts down on his commute. How should I know? Find him and take him out so we can put an end to this EPAF business. Kingfisher is down. That should make it harder for those xenophobic goons to get their intolerant hands on military weaponry at the very least. Wish the same could be said for Albion. On a related note, you should probably Scarper. The powers that be are trying to provoke immigrant violence to justify coming down on them like a ton of pricks.
Suggestions?
I've asked Malik for his analysis.
The Surface will bury it if you release that recording to the media, so you'll have to self-distribute. SIR's protocol says to do two things. Sow disinformation on the internet and distance themselves from the incident. Propaganda works. So no one will know what's true, and by the time the dust settles, anyone who could incriminate them will be gone.
Let's do it. Agreed.
Done.
The ongoing protest against illegal immigration in Kennington Park has dispersed today, following rumours of turmoil amongst the protesters. SIRS confirms several of the protest's organisers have been arrested on outstanding warrants.
Report them to the state and have them, shall we say, involuntarily rehoused at Hotel Cass, the chain of hotels that was formerly known as the prison service. What was the slogan? Is it, if you see something, say something, or if you think you might at some point see something, say something, or if you haven't seen anything but don't like someone, say something anyway. Well, let's have a look at this new app. Alice, I'm sure you've got it on your phone. I mean, at first glance, well, the interface is lovely. It's so neatly designed. A simple button to snitch on someone. That's so much better than non-government informer apps like Stoodleasy, Canary, or Narkshark. I mean, look, I just need to geocache where the person I'm ratting on currently is. Let's call her, for the sake of argument, Alice.
Sorry, Andy, I was busy reporting you to the authorities for rolling your eyes when passing a Nigel Cass propaganda poster.
Could you not let me report you first, please? Let's have some decorum about this. I'll just take a quick little photo so they can get a drone to pick you out of a crowd at your next riot or trip to the shops or walk in the woods. And you can input your accusations with the app. Well, let's go old school. Let's call the phone line. Let's call the phone line. Here's the number, listeners, in case you want to adopt someone in, as long as it's not me. 0044 203 807 3832. And don't forget to get permission from the person who pays your bills before you call that number.
Hey, I'd like to report my co-host Andrew, who runs an underground satirical anti-government comedy show, for running and co-hosting an underground satirical anti-government comedy show. Also, he does terrible puns.
Well, excuse me, I have a suspect for you. That is my co-host, Alice. I have some evidence for you. She tutted audibly at the sight of an Albion vehicle in the street yesterday. She says she prefers pigeons to Bloom drones. I mean, come on, seriously, when did a drone ever crap on your picnic? And what's more, and look, I've no idea if this is true or not, but I have it on very good authority, so please write this down, that she owns not one, but two unlicensed fallopian tubes, whatever they are.
If I had a crypto for every time someone was reporting my blood.
Drones and trawlers are integral to the security of London. Interrupting their service is illegal.
Stormzy's accessing the server. What kind of show can he put on while he's hidden away?
Check one, check two. Yo, what's going on, people? It's Stormzy, it's The Problem, it's Big Mike, and we've got DedSec running interference. Yo, DedSec, yo, Planet Earth, I want everybody watching this to spread the word. Sirs is here and they're trying to shut us down. Everywhere you look, there's some jacked up guards locking us up, murdering us, and if they can't do that, then they just take what they want from us. They make us poor and then they beat us down to nothing so that we can't resist. And do you know what? None of this is new. The powers that be, they've always been trying to keep us down. Same shit, different day. But me, I'm the one thing they fear most. I'm a black man with money. I got shit to say, I got the P to back it up, I got tech, I got fame, I got fans, and I got Ross Clark dead set ready to fight with me. No matter how hard they hit us, and I mean all of us, we've got to let our minds speak. And if anyone wants to stop us, if anyone tries to bring us to our knees, then all I can say is, let the rain fall on our enemies.
I've acquired a brand new drone for you. You can take it for a test drive, but don't scratch the paint. Oh, we've set them off now. Don't let anything or anyone stop the broadcast from going out. Upload complete. Now scarper or they'll kill you for sure.
Okay, this is bad. Are these winners always going to be after me?
Until you lose them, yes.
Bagley has a certain charm about him.
Dead sick. You will not believe what this looks like from the ground. The city is fucking popping tonight.
But I am a big fan of her work. She's been one of these people that has transformed the world around us, and just watching how her mind works
Any
from
other
afar
patrols
is
have eyes on the
pretty
suspect,
incredible.
over?
Because some of what the technology she has introduced has changed how we all live our lives, and Bagley has been this really incredible assistance to humanity as a whole. Did I ever tell you that I actually interviewed Sky Larson once?
Really? I thought she never spoke to the media or anything.
So this was a long time ago, back in the day when she was a little bit more accessible, and she was one of these people that just had an amazing presence. You were inspired by her very being, and she was just...
Alright, dead set, what are we saying, bro? The track is trending global. Sirs thought they could shut us down. Aye, but you lot weren't having it, though. Aye, you lot smashed it, man. I'm still gassed from that show. I can't believe we did it. Flipping it, dead set. We make a hell of a team.
Data is preferable to being human. She's one of these...